Wonderful. That was lovely. Wasn't that wonderful?
That was lovely indeed.
Anyway, everybody, welcome to another episode of Mind Your English with Shabnam Riaz.
And Fahim Bangish, of course, and a very exciting episode with a lot of children today. And we're going to have a lot of fun and interactive. It's going to be, all the kids are going to have fun and you're going to have fun, yes?
Yes, definitely. And also a very important lesson learned at the beginning of the program, isn't it, Fahim? Not to jump on the bed.
Well, yeah.
As if you never did that. Of course you did. Everybody did that when they were a child. Don't we? We all jump on the bed when we're children, aren't we? Yeah? Yeah? Not just the monkeys, kids as well. Yeah? Okay, so we have a wonderful array of beautiful, lovely, cute, adorable children, and they're going to take part in today's program. And what we want to do is to get them to, tell us about what they're doing at school, the poems they know, the stories they know, what they like to talk about.
And of course, besides the children, we have their teachers as well who teach them at school, and they very kindly accepted the invitation of coming to the program and participating in the program with the children. And we have with us
Sadaf Tamoor. I am working as a head of brand at Silver Oak School, and they invited me. It was a wonderful experience, and kids are enjoying a lot over here.
Right, and we also have?
Okay, it's Rabia Zafar here, and I'm the registrar of the school, and we're having fun here.
Right. It's okay, you don't have to, you're not, under any compulsion to say you're having fun if you're not. This is a very democratic program. You can speak your mind here and the kids can speak their mind as well. Okay, so right, what we'd like to do is start the program with, how about a poem, Fahim? A poem that the kids would enjoy listening to.
Oh, but before we go on to the poem, I'd like to tell all of you that the books that we're using, they're by Shabnam. She's written them. And be it the poems, be it the curriculum book for which grade?
It's class 1, general knowledge class 1.
General knowledge class 1. So she's put all the hard work through all these years, and she's done that and written her books. And
they were a labor of love, really. I enjoyed writing them so much because children are just so full of life, and it's so wonderful interacting with them. So now let's read out a poem to the children, and let's see what they think about it and what images they come up with. How do you think? Should we do that, yeah?
We shall start.
Okay. The poem we have is The Upside Down Land. And so kids, what do you think the upside down land means?
The upside down land means if there's a land, it's upside down.
It's upside down, yeah. So everything would be happening upside down. So everything would be happening differently, wouldn't it? Yeah? Okay, so what do you think, what comes into your mind? What images, what pictures of the upside down land?
The upside down land will be upside down, like the leaves are down and the trunk is up.
Right.
Oh, nice.
That's a good,
quite a nice,
quite good imagination.
image.
So where would the birds be?
The birds would be in the grass.
Right, because it's the upside down land. Everything is upside down. Okay, so let's go on to the poem, and then we'll talk, more to the children, with the children, about their imagination and how they feel that the upside down land really should be. So, Fahim?
Yeah, shall we?
Yes.
Yeah. In the upside down land, people walk on their hands.
It's the craziest place to understand, and people don't stay there if they can.
In the upside down land, sweets and gum the dentist gives.
A den is where the elephant lives, and backwards written are sentences.
In the upside down land, clever people don't get jobs.
While all the idiots rule the mobs, and criminals save you from the cops.
In the upside down land, you can drink soda from a well.
Cars instead of horns have bells, and a tortoise lives outside its shell.
In the upside down land, the sky instead of blue is yellow.
As my poem ends, I'd now say hello. And the loser is always a happy fellow. So that's the upside down land. Who wants to go to the upside down land? No? Doesn't sound that good? Yeah?
Where you'd
Okay.
see tortoises without their shells.
And you'd have
enjoying
and
and
you'd drink,
sunbathing.
and you drink soda from a well. Wow, that sounds good.
Free soda.
Yeah, and a well full of soda. Come on, I think somebody would want to go just for a quick visit. Yeah? To see how it's like? Yeah? Now let's get the children involved in some of the poems from the books.
Can you taste with your ears, or could you smell with your toes? Can you hear with your fingers, or could you see with your nose? So match up the pictures of eyes, ears and nose to help understand where everything goes.
Okay, so kids, can you taste with your ears? Can you? Where are your ears? Yeah. So can you taste with your ears? No. No. What will you taste with? Tongue. And where's your tongue? There. In your mouth. That's right.
Cute.
That's right. In your mouth where it should be.
Or. Could you smell with your toes?
No.
There are the toes. So what would you smell with?
No.
Right. And can you hear with your fingers?
No.
No. What could you hear with?
We can hear with our ears.
Can you hear with your fingers? Your fingers. What do you do with your fingers? Yeah. You touch with your fingers, yeah? So
Or
could
you write with your fingers.
Or you write with your fingers. You do a lot of writing at school, yeah? So cook. We have a very bright child here. Drive the car, of course, very good. So fingers are very important, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you wiggle your fingers?
Like
Like that. That's right.
Or could you see with your nose?
So what would you see with?
eyes.
Eyes. Okay. If somebody can't see properly with their eyes, what do?
They can.
Glasses. Right. Okay, so what do we do when it's very, very cold outside?
We will wear a neck, first half cloth, then one summer, then also one sweater.
Okay, so there is the solution for you. So what would you do when you're asked to wear something warm and it's cold outside, but you don't want to, you want to enjoy the weather? What will you do?
Then we will ask our mother that if we can wear light clothes. If she said okay, then we will wear them. If she said no, then we will wear the warm clothes.
What a
How
nice
obedient.
little boy he is.
How obedient.
Well, your mummy's very lucky that
Yeah.
you're,
I
mashallah.
wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't, would you? No, you don't even do that now for him. So you wouldn't have done that when you were a kid. I'm sure you were a very difficult kid. So now we have another poem to get the kids to sort of like think out of the box, which I'm sure they do anyway. And the name of the poem is I Picked an Apple from a Tree. So Fahim, how many times have you done that?
I've picked plums, not apples.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, that is rather different. Is the word coming to mind?
And those two, not the ripe ones. Mm-hmm. The unripe ones, they're really delicious.
Right,
Ever
and-
tried them?
No, I haven't.
You have to.
Right.
Go to the north and you try them. You'll fall in love with them. But coming back to the poem, it says, I picked an apple from a tree,
A branch appeared and suddenly,
slapped my hand unexpectedly.
while I cried out, "Excuse me,
The tree called out, Hey, can't you see?
that apple is a part of me.
If I pulled off your ear, you see.
It would be rather rude of me." How do we know trees don't have feelings?
They are having the oxygen and they also have to pay.
They're living, they're growing.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah.
And ma'am, when we take out any leaf from them, and they hurt. Like we take out our hair.
When we have flowers growing anywhere, it's not nice to pick them, is it? Because
When we pick the flowers, so when someone hurt us or beat us, we have so much pain. We start crying. So everyone get to know that, oh, he's crying, stop her. And when we pick the flowers, they have also pain. They are also living things.
exactly.
So we should not pick them.
And when you hurt yourself and you start crying, so do girls cry more than boys? Yeah.
Yes, they do.
Yeah?
They have a button.
Okay, so somebody was saying that when you get hurt, you start crying, and so girls, do they cry more easily than boys, or what?
Ma'am, they cry in everything. In one thing, they want to fight with others, but girls are not like this because they have to
They're peaceful.
the peaceful.
So if you're polite, you said something. What did you say?
Ma'am, the girls are sensitive.
Sensitive. That's right. Girls are sensitive.
That's the word you were looking for.
Yes, the word I was looking for. So girls are sensitive and they're polite.
We were talking about living things
Living things.
and crying.
We were talking about living things. We were talking about feelings. We were talking about,
Boys have an idea to beat to the girls because boys like to tease the girls, but girls didn't lose from boys.
All right, so let's go on to some of our regular segments that we have in the program, Shabna.
Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
And let's start with the mispronounced word of the day. So we have with us a very good example of a mispronounced word, and which one is it?
Pronunciation is the wrong word, but pronunciation is the right word.
Exactly. And that is a very, very important tip. Would you like
As
to
they-
say it once again?
Pronunciation is the wrong word, but pronunciation is the correct word.
And it is ironic, is it not, Fahim?
Exactly.
That pronunciation
is the most mispronounced word.
one of the most mispronounced words. Right. So
Yeah, so
On
that
to
was a very
our-
good example.
yeah.
And on to our next segment, that would be the interesting word of the day.
And in today's interesting word of the day, we have a young man with us who has a very extensive vocabulary, I would say. And would you like to tell us the interesting word? What was the interesting word?
Hydrophobia.
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 Such a big word for such a little fellow. And would you know what hydrophobia means?
Hydrophobia means we're scared for water and we didn't jump in the water
That's
we
right.
have a
because
fear
we're
of water.
scared for the water.
Scared of water, because hydro means water and phobia means
Fear.
fear. So fear of water. So that's Amazing.
coming from such a cute little small child.
Yes, right, hydrophobia. For all those who didn't know that, that was today's interesting word of the day. And Fahim, what about our guests, the teachers as well? Why don't we have a little chat with them as well?
Let's chat with them, yes. So what's the environment like in the school? I mean, how are the kids? Do you guys talk about these things like mispronounced words and quotes and idioms and...
Yeah, we do. We have, in preschool, we have a circle time where kids are taught about the general knowledge stuff, and there's a story time as well. Kids, they sing in the music class. There's proper music class in the school where kids sing the poems, and there are other things, activities, and the basic curriculum is about activity-based learning. So the kids are involved in these activities, most of these activities.
So usually what happens is that kids usually get bored in the English lessons, or like, you know, when you go up ahead in the classes. So how about the kids of your class?
The thing is that kids will get bored when the class is totally lecture based. The classes are not lecture based. The curriculum is properly designed and it's centrally designed. So activities are pre-designed and kids are taught according to those activities. And in preschool, the learning is totally activity based. So because the kids are so small,
and they participate in with full zeal and zest.
Yeah. And you have seen them talking.
That's true. That's true. They're a lovely group of children. So, what problems do you usually encounter the most, would you say, when we have children at a younger level, when we're teaching them English? You know, what problems, what areas should be addressed more than others?
Well, we need to build, the confidence of the children. That is where they lack. But for that thing, we have introduced in our school, there is public speaking life skills thing, activity. So everybody has to come up.
You know, we were talking about what we could do to help children, especially at the lower levels, in, gaining more confidence in speaking English. And you came up with a very interesting point there, which was?
Yeah, it is that we have there the public speaking life skills. And this gives an opportunity to each and every kid in our class to come in front of everybody and they interact with everyone and they present something.
And that is, that is so important, because I just wish all schools would do that, because that is so important to have, as you were saying, a public speaking session or a public speaking class where you have children at every level, every class level.
Because you never know who might need a push.
And what I was saying was that I've been to many debating competitions as a judge, and you will always be able to identify the children who are going to come forward, because those are usually the children who have always been winning debating competitions since class 1. And what I think is really important is to give a push and to help those children who are struggling and finding it hard to speak in front of other children.
An audience,
What do you think, Fahim? So how would you help a child who is shy, who would, not want to come forward that much? How would
you have to buck them up. Like, we appreciate them. Yeah, you can speak up. So this, it pushes them to speak up in front of everyone.
Right.
And are they able to then?
Yes, they are. Next time we see the improvement in them. Like, not for the first time, but next time they do show the improvement. Yes, gradually there is an improvement.
That's true. Do all the children here find it easy to talk in front of other people? Yeah? That's good. That's really good.
Ma'am, first I didn't. Ma'am, I was thinking if I said something wrong, what they will say if they laugh. Ma'am, I went to my home. My mother said, "What, you participate in the debate?" I said, "No." She said, "Why?" I said, "Because I was afraid that they will laugh on me." My mother said, "No problem, don't see on them. Be confident and go and tell what you are prepared of." Ma'am, after that I started.
And that's really good. That's really, really good.
And also one solution, not see on their faces, see on their eyes, and you will be confident, and you say what you want to say.
Right.
Like to say.
Eye contact, such an important point.
Eye contact, yes, eye contact.
we have three things that are important in debate: eye contact, body language, and confidence. If we have those three things, we can participate in any debate competition.
Right.
The main problem is that we all of us are shying that whatever say. So the solution is that if they laugh, whatever they do, we have to just focus on our speech, because if they laugh, they will make us. We cannot focus on our speech.
Right. That's so important. You see, that's so important. Yeah.
And also, feelings are important, because in speech, without feeling, we don't tell another that what we are like to say. And
Emotion. Emotion is
and
important.
Just like in singing, Shabnam, if you sing without feeling, it doesn't really touch the heart of
communicate.
the other person. Yes, what a fun-filled episode we had today. And Shabnam, I'm sure you had fun, because I had
did.
fun.
Yes,
It was
a lot of
nice.
fun, and it was lovely having the children
Yeah,
and the
because-
teachers as well. Thank you so much to everybody for
Yeah.
being part of the program. It was a pleasure. It was lovely.
Indeed, a pleasure. And well, you can contact us on our email address, that is mye@ptv.com.pk, and you can follow us on Twitter, that is @mindyoureng, ENG-ing, and you can join us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/mindyourenglish. See you there, and any suggestions, any feedback, any comments, you're more than welcome. Yes. So, winding up the program, we have a little poem for you.
A nursery
song-
rhyme.
A nursery rhyme.
nursery rhyme for
Yes,
the
a
children
nursery
to
rhyme that
recite.
all of us are going to sing together, along with
Yes.
Shabnam.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So, here we go.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
So, until we meet for the next time,
Mind your English.